I'm sure it's good. All right, let's see what a fucking disaster this is. I've done such a terrible run recently. I haven't done weird pseudo racist Mexican guy in a while. Let's do that. This used to be my guy.
It's not a side tech. I do have a side tech joystick though, that is insane.
Wow, your controller feels really different than mine.
Really?
I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because it's newer or older, or I have no idea. But it feels way more like crisp, you know?
It's probably I don't use it that much,
so
that's probably it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had the same controller for, I think, ever since the Xbox 360 first came out.
Yeah.
I'm using the same wired controller.
Oh, it's 360 controller? Like you were using it for console, or?
Yeah, I mean it's
okay.
USB. I mean it's USB. So I mean but I think I used it also. I think when I used to actually play Xbox 360, I still used that one most of the time because it didn't need batteries, and I was just so annoyed at every time I had to replace batteries. It just drove me bonkers.
This is probably like 2 years old, and I bought it specifically for the PC, so I've never used it for anything else.
Right.
And I don't use it that often. Really only for stuff like this.
I'm being more cautious than I usually am because I've been doing so poorly this week that I'm like I'm just terrified of dying after 30 seconds again.
Yeah.
Which there's totally legitimate chance that will just still happen any moment now.
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean it is fine, but I'm trying to prevent it if at all possible.
God, I saw Final Fantasy VIII is coming out on PC, or is out on PC now. That's weird.
Weird. It's the PlayStation one?
Yeah. God, Square is a weird thing.
Oh fuck. Is she okay? Okay, good.
Yeah. God, I can't listen.
This part of the
I can't listen to this without hearing, what's his name, Huel or Tom Halls. Yeah. Can't listen to it without hearing him like croak it out as he's dying.
I know, yeah, it's so good though. Fuck. I said Holst, which is the name of the composer, which is not what his name actually is, I don't think.
It's like...
I think it starts with an H.
I know it starts with an H, I can't think of it.
God, it's so beautiful, I can't believe it.
Yeah. Mozart forever. As the...
I'm not even like necessarily the biggest Mozart fan. Like I've always been a Beethoven guy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But
I am the opposite.
Oh, really interesting. Oh,
yeah.
I love Beethoven. But I do love this. I mean, there are a lot of Mozart pieces I love. But oops, god damn it, that was worthless. But I definitely don't connect with him the way I connect with Beethoven's music. Has that been set off? It looks like it has been.
Yeah.
I was listening to Mozart's First Symphony the other day, and it's not necessarily like the most remarkable piece of music you've ever heard, but it is totally fucking bonkers that it was written by like an 8-year-old or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah.
Just absurd.
No, he was legitimately fucking crazy, that
guy. Like, it's a fairly confident piece of music, which is a thing that is impressive. Like, again, even though it's not like it's not mind-blowing by any means, but like it's just it's a fucking good, solid, confident piece of music.
Yeah. Well, here comes the end of Mozart's contribution to this.
Oops. God, the Lacrimosa, fuck me. What's happening in chat?
Little Beethoven rolling over. Little
What?
Roll over Beethoven. Little.
I don't know what that means when you say that. That doesn't mean the sentence means nothing.
You know, there's like a dog in a 90s movie.
Oh.
That's a different stream. remember being really disappointed with those movies.
What movies?
Beethoven.
I've never seen any of them. I wouldn't even. I know they're about a dog. That's literally the only thing I know.
Well, I would catch them on like, local television in my room at like 11 o'clock on a school night, and just, that guy. Who's the guy who plays the dad in Beethoven?
I've never seen him. I don't know.
Oh man, he's the classic guy. He's just.
Like what, the Ferris Bueller principal guy?
Yeah, it's not him, but I was just about to say it's like that guy and the Ferris Bueller principal guy. They're like the two guys
that
are the classic dudes.
Yeah, who's also an Amadeus.
Yeah. But Beethoven Dad was a whole other sort of the way that I think of Jeff Daniels and Dave Coulier.
Right, I always confuse
those two guys are like the same guy in my head.
Me too. Always. They're always the same guy when I think about them.
But for me, Beethoven Dad and
I basically Dad. Almost don't even know who they are because they're so much the same.
Grodin, to me. Charles Grodin, yes.
That name doesn't even ring a bell.
Oh man, I wish I could. Here, I'm gonna. Yo, this is.
That's the same guy. Steve's dad.
Charles Grodin. Oh my god. This guy got some very strange Google image search results.
Fuck.
This guy? let me just.
I can't.
This is more important, Chris, than your petty Spelunky
Where do I fucking
concern.
put this lady? Oh, good. I can put her here.
Is Charles Grodin in Big Lebowski? Oh! This is the Lacrimosa.
I'm trying to manage way too much garbage right now. This is insane.
That's right. This is in the Big Lebowski.
Oh, is it?
I think that's probably how. Probably more people have heard this in the Big Lebowski than they've heard it in general in life.
It's in Amadeus as well. That movie was huge.
That's true.
Maybe not big. Well, actually, I bet.
Big Lebowski is actually.
I bet more people. I don't know.
Over time, it's hard to tell.
Over time,
probably nobody sees
Amadeus,
sure. but like
more people saw it when it came out, definitely. But I think
right.
Big Lebowski has become a big cult hit.
Oh yeah, that movie is being viewed at a larger curve.
You're right, definitely. Yeah, that's definitely true. Where did I put my? Goddamn axe?
Yeah, there was always like an evil corporation stealing shit, and then there was just a guy and his dog, and none of it made any sense. I didn't really understand the relevance of Beethoven.
Nobody did because it was not relevant to anything. Where did I put my?
It was relevant to that family, Chris.
Where did I put my goddamn axe? God damn it! Did I just lose it? Fuck.
It's not relevant to anything.
God damn it! I guess I have to leave it behind. That's a bummer.
What was the plot?
Until I figure out where I put it.
If I Google Beethoven, will I come up with how fast do I find the film? 3 searches in. That's unfortunate.
What do you mean 3 searches?
Or 3 results in. I get the film.
Proper nouns always. I guess it's always a proper noun.
A slobbering Saint Bernard becomes the center of attention for a loving family, but its veterinarian secretly wants to kill him. That's the plot of Beethoven.
Every 80s movie is. It's also insane bullshit like that.
Whoa! The plot of Beethoven is that Beethoven's vet secretly wants to kill Beethoven.
Of course it is. It's always that.
This is blowing my mind. Why would it possibly want to kill that dog? Does it know something? Beethoven, as he is named, grows into a giant of a dog, a Saint Bernard. Dr. Varnick, the local vet, has a secret and horrible sideline, which requires lots of dogs for experiments. It sounds like a 3rd grader wrote it. Beethoven is on the bad doctor's list. When a beastly veterinarian makes Beethoven the target of an unspeakable animal experiment, George becomes the only hope for saving the Newtons' furriest family member.
Who's George?
I guess Charles Grodin.
I still have no face to that name.
Oh, I got that face right here. That guy. You don't recognize Charles Grodin?
What else was he in?
Oh man, Beethoven 2, Beethoven's Big Day.
I haven't seen any. It's still in.
He's probably in something that you've seen. Let's find out. You keep going. We're gonna find out. Oh, he was in
He just
Rosemary's
looks like
Baby.
anyone.
Weird.
He doesn't like. He just looks like a guy.
I mean, that's what made him perfect.
God damn it! I can't believe I took damage there for no fucking reason.
Wow, he was in Beethoven and Clifford. That's impressive.
What?
And that's pretty much where his career ended.
When did they make a Clifford movie?
94. He was in Beethoven in 92, Clifford in 94, and then his career just died. That is just sad.
He's probably doing okay.
Oh, I'm sure he's doing great.
I'm sure Charles Grodin. He's doing great.
He's Charles Grodin. He was in the 76 King Kong. Weird.
Huh.
He was in Catch-22.
Weird.
And Rosemary's Baby. That's how
his Catch-22.
His career started with Rosemary's Baby and Catch-22, and then it
ended
with
up
Beethoven and Clifford.
Beethoven and Clifford. Oh, sorry, buddy.
Oh, God. Jeez, what a way to cap your life. Well, he said as the final shot of Clifford hung on the screen, I guess that's all I need to do. I guess that's where I'm gonna close it out. The X.
Oh wait, that was just a boomerang there. God damn it! I'm not taking advantage of my cheating capabilities.
Clifford poster link. Wait, the director of Beethoven did Snow Dogs?
Where's Snow Dogs?
It was a movie about dogs in the snow.
Well, I asked. Don't know what the fuck I expected. Snow Dogs sounds like...
Oh my god! The poster for this fucking movie! Oh my god!
For Snow Dogs?
Yeah, it's incredible. There's a fucking... Oh, this is so good. The poster for Snow Dog is incredible!
Alright,
Look at that! Look at his fucking face! Look at his smiley face! Look at his weird ass face! Yeah. There you go.
Alright, this is useless.
This is useless. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Cuba Gooding, that's right. That was probably the end.
That's right, of course.
I think that was the end of his career.
What? When did the movie come out?
I mean, he's been in barely anything since.
But when what? I don't know when this was.
2002. Oh, he's been in a lot since then. I guess it's just nothing.
Yeah, he's in tons.
Nothing
He's in
good.
tons of movies.
Oh, Radio was the year after that. I think that's where he started to fall off. Like, for real. Like, there was obviously a few years where it was... He did Norbit in 2007.
Norbit, oof.
Oof. Oof. Oof. Wow, he's been in nothing.
Wasn't he in that movie Red Plains or something?
Red Tails?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Why did I take damage there? That was absurd. God, I didn't even save a dog or a lady or a dude or anything.
Man. Get ready for Mush Hour.
For what? Oh, was that the fucking tagline to that terrible movie?
Yeah.
Hope I'm not missing the black market. Or check around. Just
Is this the first one?
I don't even know how to check. Oh, yeah, it's the first one.
No, I mean it was not on this one.
I don't think I've ever pressed select before.
I haven't either. That was an entirely new
That was
screen.
really interesting.
Weird.
Yeah, I learned something. Always something new to learn in Spelunky.
Yeah, like
Such
an
as
entirely
what the
new
buttons
menu.
do.
Yeah.
Oh man, snipe that guy.
St. Martin in the Fields. They do a Mozart Requiem by candlelight thing near Trafalgar that I've always wanted to go to.
You ever heard of the Brompton Oratory?
No.
They have beautiful choral music. It's in London as well.
Wow.
But
Snow Dogs did 115 million worldwide.
I'm not surprised looking at that poster. It looks like the kind of bullshit movie that would inexplicably do that, then nobody would remember it ever again.
Wow. This music makes me want to play a Paradox game. It makes me want to play Civ 4, is what it makes me want to play.
Right.
Although that would be like, what, the world's, or, Dvorak or something. I don't think they did actually do it. I guess there's Beethoven in Civ 4. Star Citizen.
Star Citizen. I guess you could put this in space.
Yeah, the classic, that's true actually, the classic radio station in GTA games is the best.
Yeah.
By far.
God, I hate this situation.
Oh yeah.
Oh, made it.
Nice move.
Oh wow, did he take out one of his, like... Oh right, that's why I didn't just come down here, because it was fucking bat. Just kinda... Come on, bat, just come fucking get me here. Just, let's just go, alright. Ah, it still took damage, god damn it. Worthless. Oh fuck, I didn't check for the, black market. Shit! I bet I missed it. I didn't even think about it.
Do you want me to spoil you? Or do you want me to allow you to operate under a pseudo?
I don't know.
You got a lot of money. This was a good seed. I shouldn't have done what I did. Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna spoil you. You don't need any help, Mr. Yama every night.
What are you talking about?
Mr. World
why
Record.
do you keep saying
Mr.
that?
World Record speed run, no bombs, Remo. No bombs, Remo, they call him. God, I had one night where I was like just grinding out adventure trying to beat Yama. It was miserable.
Oh really?
Because when you try, you just don't.
Yeah.
At least in my experience, I can't do well at this game when I deliberately make an effort.
Yeah, you kind of have to be in a zone.
Yeah. It was just really dark. Mushing films? There's a mushing films category on Wikipedia. God, that's
Wow.
fantastic.
Is there one on Netflix? That's the real test.
That's true, actually. We've determined you like mushing films. Here are some other mushing films, and then just a scroll of 3 things.
Oh man, I didn't miss it. What a relief. Fuck is it? Is it up there somewhere?
Must be. Oh man, I bet it's back in there.
Oh
Oh
god.
my god.
Fuck.
Oh man. Well, time to give him the runaround. Oh.
Oof.
I mean, you can see it right there. It's not not.
Oh, really?
Is that not the start of it, that brightly colored patch?
God damn it, I'm doing this very inefficiently, I'm sorry.
I accept your apology.
Thanks, Nick. Am I blind?
I mean, possibly, unless I'm wrong.
I'm probably. I feel like when the ghost is here, I have to devote certain parts of my brain to it, and it just makes me stupider. It just makes me less observant.
I don't have that problem. I just ignore the ghost and die. I mean,
the fuck am I?
I don't. I mean, I think it's up there. I mean, like all the way up. Like I think isn't the bomb right there? Isn't that kind of a?
The thing's not going. It's going.
Oh yes, yeah, you're right. It's not going fast enough for it. Oh, maybe it's in.
I think
it's inside.
I think it's in this big block somewhere.
Oh god. Man.
I'm gonna use so many bombs for this. There better be a lot of bombs in the black market or I'm in trouble. No? Am I actually stupid? Like, what am I doing?
Somebody said it was hard today.
Wait, is it over the right? Christ!
It can't be in that chunk. I think we've ruled that out. Oh my god. It seems like it's gotta be in that thing.
God.
It's gotta be in that right chunk. I think.
Yeah.
Middle right, yeah.
I'm sorry. Everyone, this is the most boring shit ever.
I think it's gotta be in there. Like if you just drop a bomb there.
Let him come down a little more so we'll have time next time.
Well.
Why am I even carrying this lady around? I should have turned her in a long time ago.
I wonder if Spelunky mods are worth messing with for fun. I feel like there should be a mod where the ghost makes like a warbly noise.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's right there.
God, okay,
Yeah.
sorry, everyone. Christ.
Drop a bomb
We
on
use
it.
like 6 bombs on that bullshit or something?
Drop that bomb.
God, I have a lot of money.
You can be the dog.
Not as many bombs as I would want. Oh,
Ah, you're good. Oh, you didn't buy the arc?
I'm gonna kill him. Oh, why didn't I save some money and buy a kiss and then I could have gotten free shit later? That was dumb. Dumb.
That's usually what I do.
Let's get some money. Maybe I can get enough for a kiss.
It's probably gonna be hard to get 10.
Yeah. Also, even then, it wouldn't be enough to survive a shotgun blast, so
Yeah,
I already kind of fucked it up.
Oh man, I want to click on that Spelunky mod.
What is it?
I don't know. Spelunky mod.
I'm kind of silly. I'm pointlessly trying to save this damsel's life, but it's not gonna. There's no real point to it. Sorry, lady.
What's the Spelunky mod? I want to know. Oh, there's a Robocop Spelunky mod.
Oh, it's just gone. Oh man, nailed him! Close. Oh fuck.
Nice. Oh man, he's.
Oh, did I get that one too?
Yeah, you got the guys on the left.
Not the Ankh guy, yeah. Actually, I don't even need that shit that's there. I'm not even bothering. Phew.
You love that ghost.
Oh man.
You don't have a gun.
Oh, jeez, thanks. Oh fuck! Jesus.
Yeah, that would have been a great time to die.
I know.
Jesus.
Oh, come on, me. What the fuck was that? Worthless.
God.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that would have been so good. Oh well. Oh well.
If I can survive long enough, there will be a good moment to plunge to my death with the Ankh and be resurrected.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Requiem mess. Oh man, there's a my first altar. At least the first one I've noticed. There's that lady. I'll put this somewhere it's not going to kill the altar on accident. What am I doing? It's hard to get rid of the
All that
instincts
money.
to like bother spending time to collect money. Oop. All right. Someone asked if I needed that help more than an item. I don't really. I feel like the biggest risk here is catching a shotgun blast from a shopkeeper, which would kill me even if I had one more health than I do now. And soon enough, I'm gonna have to kill myself to use the Ankh anyway, so it won't matter how much health I have soon. I mean, if I survive long enough to do that, but I mean, I feel like the altar is definitely more valuable than health right now. Like if I find another altar, I'll have the Kapala and then I'm golden. I mean, theoretically. But most of the things that could kill me on this level are not gonna matter if I have one more health than I do now. Like if I get frozen, or if a shotgun blast hits me, like, or if I fall, none of those things will care about 3 health versus 2. What if I dropped that on the shopkeeper? That would have been amazing. I don't think he was right under it, but that would have been a really cool way to kill him. I don't really have a good vantage point to that guy. Is he dead already? Where'd he go? How's he?
Yeah, he must have just jumped off.
He just like fit through these holes. It usually is like rare.
That's weird.
I just want to double check for them while I head. I don't want to skip it. I don't think I did. Oh, there's a lady. I mean, I guess I could get the. I don't care.
You don't even want to take the time.
I don't, because I'm gonna just kill myself like next level, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
So.
who cares? Let's do this.
Yeah, let's get the music. Or we can get better music. More music.
Actually, this is not like. I hate the way that iTunes works now. Symphony number 9?
Oh shit.
Sure, let's do that.
God. There's no way we're going to get through this. Either I'm going to die or I'm going to finish the game, and either one,
True.
we're not going to last, but that's okay.
It's fine.
The early movements are super good, even though people only ever listen to the fourth one. I love this part. It sounds like an orchestra tuning itself or something.
Yeah, that's
so fucking
that's
cool.
Totally what he's going for, I think. I'm sure.
This is such a fascinating piece of music.
This is referenced a lot. This is definitely used.
I've listened to this so many times in my goddamn life.
That's funny.
What?
Huh?
What is?
Just that you've listened to this so many times in your goddamn life.
Why?
I don't know. It's
one of the great pieces of music of the Western canon.
I know. I guess that's why. It's just.
Other things I've done countless times in my life include play this video game.
Oh yeah. Well, it's one of the great games in.
It fucking is.
In literature,
this game,
Chris.
this is
it's
like
one of the great video game pieces of literature.
This is seriously an extraordinary achievement in video games. This game will outlive us.
No, it won't.
You don't think so? I think so.
You think so? Really?
Yeah.
You actually think so?
Yeah.
I don't think this game will outlive the decade.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
I think games are way too impermanent for that, especially now that we're in digital,
Like all
digital
games?
territory. Oh yeah.
What about like Super Mario Brothers?
I don't think a kid growing up today, like.
I'm not talking about kids. Kids don't listen to any don't experience any
you
old
mean
things.
You're just talking about like, will you be able to play this?
Yeah, like will it be
life?
well regarded? Like will it live? I don't mean live like.
I think it'll be
literally
you and me talking about Spelunky.
I don't think so.
And like, almost the vast majority of all humanity going, what?
Yeah, but that's true of everything.
But I think even people playing it right now, after a decade, kind of be like, I kind of remember Spelunky, I guess.
I guess I just mean I think it will be a well-regarded, like, considered to be an important game, is what I'm saying. In the way that, like, because I mean, kids aren't listening to this music unless they have to for school, but like most, I don't know, like it's.
I don't know. You know, it's funny. I don't talk about Spelunky with anybody other than you, and I don't really have a sense of how. I mean, I know it's obviously sold well. I know it's a thing, but I don't know. How big is it really? You know?
It's not really a matter of. I'm not talking about like.
No, I know, but that's
like Bach was unknown in his lifetime. Like that doesn't necessarily matter.
I know, but it does with the way that our world works now. Like I don't think that that video games are going to be discovered and like past their shelf date or shelf time. Like I think they have their.
Oh fuck me, Christ! No,
that is shitty.
I guess I just mean like, unless no games are ever like unless it ends up being the case that just no games are ever studied or regarded past their shelf life, then okay. I mean, if that's the case, then fine. This one won't be either. But if any are, I feel like this one should be and probably would be.
Yeah. I don't know. I think just if this game, I don't know. I guess I don't feel like it's hit the mainstream enough for it to last in terms of a discussion, down the line. But
I don't think that really matters. I don't think that is that. I don't think that's the kind of recognition, I guess, that I'm thinking of.
well, there are a lot of like early or late '90s games that were well regarded, but have fallen out of the discussion and are games that I sometimes have to be like, oh fuck, I forgot about that game. That game was great, and I played a ton of it.
Right.
I can think of a couple off the top of my head, but something like Tribes, you know what I mean? That's just like, in a couple more years, I will probably have to struggle to even think of that game, and a lot of people played that game when it came out, and it's fucking brilliant, but, 10 years from now, who's going to talk about that game? It's just not going to
Well, the people who would talk about it would be people who are actual, like,
but memories.
scholars or... No, I'm not...
Oh.
I'm not talking about, like, a fucking Leet Dude 65 on a forum, though. I'm talking
Sure,
about, like,
but that's
to the
part
degree
of it,
that
though.
video games are studied, if they ever are in any major way, that's what I'm talking about. Well, okay, so if they're not ever, then that discussion is...
I think they will be
moot,
I think they are and will be to a lesser degree, but I still think that even if you read, I think when you look at people who write ebooks or whatever, like the Bissels of the world, I think generally speaking, they're still talking about games that are like brands. You know what I mean? Like for the most part. I think that it's tough for a game like this to, like, I think Angry Birds will be remembered 50 years from
Really?
now.
I don't at all. I think that's a one-hit wonder fad game. I don't think that's at all.
Oh, it is, but it hits such a... I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think... I know, you're saying that scholars are impervious to marketing.
I'm not saying they're impervious. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying I think they have... Like, the films that scholars discuss are different than the films that, like, a dude just talks about over the water cooler. Like, those are obviously different subsets. Like, it's not that academics are, like, completely 100% removed from everything, but they definitely don't have the same purview that just some dude does. And I'm not saying theirs is necessarily better. I just think this game has a lot.
There are mainstream
discuss.
academics and niche academics, and I think that when it comes to games, if they're going to be any game academics, they're going to be discussing stuff
That's not true about current game academia, though, at all.
Well,
like current game academia, if anything, it doesn't focus enough on mainstream.
Right, but I don't know. What are they discussing? I mean, I actually don't know. If you take a class on video games, for instance, like.
Well, on the undergraduate level, I don't know, but I'm talking about people who are like PhD candidates and stuff, like people in sort of academia.
Yeah, but they're mainly
going to college.
Those guys are talking about current stuff for the most part, as far as I'm aware. Like, I don't think people are discussing like weird '80s niche titles when they're writing, writing a thesis in current academia.
Oh man, I got it! Look at that! I fucking came back in one level. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think people have written a lot of very diverse papers on video games.
Yeah, I just think 50 years from now, nobody's going to remember this game, but I don't know. I think there are just too many things, and I don't think that this is the kind of game that...
I mean, if your argument that just nobody will remember anything, then that's one thing. But...
I think games are particularly susceptible to for instance, like,
shit,
oh my god.
Fuck, I can't believe I took that risk.
If there was a Spelunky 2 and a Spelunky 3 and a Spelunky 4, I think you have a greater chance of people writing a paper about it in 50 years. You got shot in the eye.
I can't believe I did that. Anyway, that was stupid fucking... fucking Anubis is sitting there and I die in the fucking tiki trap.
And now you're doing this cool dance.
Yeah. Yeah, see, someone's saying current game academia is games like Train. That's totally true. Like, current game academia is super niche. Like, it's very...
No, it's super niche, but that's the game that came out when that person wrote that paper. I'm just saying, I think down the line, it's just all gonna go out of the ether.
Again, if that's true, like, that's a hypothesis I wouldn't necessarily argue against. Like, if everything in games is just transitory forever, then like I buy that. Like, I would imagine that happening. I guess I'm just saying, if that ends up not being the case, this seems like a game that there is so much to consider about that it will, like, game designers will be pointing to it for a long time as an example. Like, it does so many things so well that it seems it would be an important reference point for a long time to me.
I actually disagree, because I feel like the fundamental properties of this game, like, this is an amazing, like, milieu of other mechanics from like, this is an amazing, like, combination. Yeah, it's just amazing. Like, the reason this game is amazing is that it's a crazy, like, special soup of stuff that it's pulling from other sources.
Absolutely.
And I feel like if people are going to study games 40 years from now and point back to stuff from this era, they're going to point to those specific components. They're going to say, like, oh, like Mario and, you know, like Halo for, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to look at those.
I don't think that is because I think the thing that makes something, like, transcend its form is not just, like, the innovation of the technical craft.
Yeah, well,
it's like
my argument
synthesis is something that is great.
I think in film that is the case. I think in games it is not. I think people look at
maybe now
at the core foundational stuff more than they do. I mean, yeah, maybe not. Maybe, who knows? I would love if people pointed at this rather
because
than
something like
to...
Minecraft isn't, like, on an individual level doesn't do anything particularly interesting, but still is a lot bigger than all of the, like, the combined effect of that game is still far greater. And, like, this game is certainly more. At least
I think Minecraft is at a foundational level. It's like a procedural, you know, just a demonstration of procedural technology. I think that's the thing. I don't think you can point to many other games coming before it that, you know, broke that open as much as it did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So.
Like, I can point to mechanics in Minecraft that, like, fucking Dungeon Keeper. You know, like, you chip away at some blocks and a thing happens, but, like, on the whole, like, the hook of Minecraft seems fairly unique, you know? I don't know, who knows? 40 years from now, who the fuck can say?
Yeah. Cool, well, that was me dying in Spelunky.
The computer will have to play Spelunky. I agree that Minecraft will probably be remembered more than any game of the decade.
Probably.
That fucking thing is just a monster.
Yeah, I think that's probably true as well. Because also the thing we forget, though, somewhat, is that there's a lot of kids growing up who are playing stuff now that will then, when they grow up, will be things they remember fondly. It's tough to know what of the... Well, I think we know Minecraft, probably. But other than that, it's tough to know which of those things will end up being the ones.
I mean...
Probably World of Warcraft.
I guess I'm just more cynical about it. I feel like the stuff that is... that just hits that mainstream, you know, will 40 years from now seem like a thing that, even though to us it's just like the big thing and not necessarily a thing worth studying, I think that will be the thing that gets studied simply because it did hit that mass audience.
What do you have examples of that from past eras?
Outside of the medium, you mean, or you mean
just like what like you're making that estimation based on like what past pattern, like what is driving, what is your like reason for that claim?
Just pure cynicism. there's nothing I can point to empirically. I mean, I just feel like when people, I don't know, maybe you've read more papers than I have that you know, from people who are actually looking back, but I feel like the stuff that I read from people like Bissell that just, you know, actually delve into this shit.
He's not an academic though. He's
not an academic.
He's a popular writer. Like he writes in the New Yorker and shit. Like that guy writes for like mainstream publications.
Yeah, but I don't know. I still think
he also only like he individually only started playing games like very recently. Like that guy's not the guy to look at to be like who's writing academic papers.
No, I know. I know he's not an academic technically, but
he's also not a game designer. Whereas I think game designers simply discussing craft would have a lot to discuss about this game for many years to come, because I think it is such an uncommonly astute synthesis, as you say, synthesis of component parts, but nonetheless, I think that's the job of a game designer, is achieving that, and it makes me feel like this is a worthwhile example for a lot of reasons. Like, even just on balance alone, I think this game is, like, uncommonly adept. Yeah. But also, I mean, we have such, I guess it's to sort of disprove both of us, or not disprove, but like to sort of just rebuke both of us. There's basically none of us know jack shit because this shit is so young and stupid that none of us know anything about anything. So I don't fucking know. Maybe you're right. Maybe.
Well, I see. I actually the game critique. That is my of the limited time I spend looking at anything related to this topic. That's my impression. Is that whenever I see something that is written about games and academia, it does use the big targets as examples.
Maybe game academia has just changed since I was aware of it then, because I don't really know much about it in the last few years. But it used to not be like it in the early mid 2000s. It was very much about really a very specific.
Like what games would they pull?
Stuff like it overlapped a lot with the weird proto version of casual games that was kind of this. I don't know if you remember around 2004, guys like Eric Zimmerman and Frank Lance were really out there, and they were straddling this line between very small scale PC game design and game academia, and it was super. They were all over GDC, which is maybe the reason. Maybe that's just why that has disproportionate placement in my brain. Because I remember going to GDC those from 2003 to 2006 at GDC. Every year at Game Developers Conference, that stuff was super visible. And I guess it just hasn't really been in the last few years, because a lot of those guys transitioned to Facebook games, and that shit all crashed. And now I guess that shit just isn't as.
The other reason, this is a really stupid reason that you probably will dismiss, but I do feel like the fact that Spelunky is a 2D platformer in this era of 1,000 2D platformers and roguelikes, even though this is clearly the example that you would point to, I think that as a genre, you would almost talk about this as a whole rather than point to a specific thing. You would pull out 1,000 roguelikes as an example of this was the era of this thing, you know what I mean? And just so maybe it would be included in the conversation, but I don't know that it would rise to the top of it, I guess is my...
If anything rose to the top of it, I think it'd be this, but I could also imagine nothing rising to the top.
Yeah.
And I could see, as you say, I could see that being sort of just a survey of just this is the thing that happened from these years.
Yeah.
But I feel if anything rose to the top within them, it would be this. And it's not like this game hasn't been quite successful, it just hasn't been Call of Duty successful.
Well, we had that conversation to this music. That's pretty funny. Anyway. Cool. Oh, man.
Well, this part right here is my favorite part in the entire symphony.
Yeah.
This slow,
amazing.
interleaving of strings.
Yeah. Deathmatch Max Health.
Second movement, out of control.
I actually don't have another controller. We'll have to fix that for the next stream.
I could go get mine. Or we could just call it.
Yeah, what time is it? 9? I probably want to call it.
Yeah.
Break will definitely be at the top, too.
Break will be in there.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Well, cool.
Alright, thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Good night.
Good luck.